Welcome back, everybody, to Phony Adults, episode number, what, 4? Oh, yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, I almost forgot. Welcome back to Phony Adults, episode number 4. If you're new here or you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. We already have, I think it's 116 subscribers, which is absolutely crazy, considering I only have 3 episodes out, and I've only been doing this for, a little over a month. Very much appreciate that. All the love and support I've gotten from friends and family. It's just been unreal, and I'm so blessed to have everybody that comes and supports me. But yeah, without further ado, I do have a new guest today. I'm sorry for anyone who likes TJ, and it can't be a lot of people, but he'll be back at some point. Everybody, give a warm welcome to one of my childhood best friends, Brett.
I've been expecting you. I had to.
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, bro. It's nice being back in BG after being in the warm and sunshine.
Yeah.
It's like constant down there. And then I get up here and it's cloudy. There's no sun.
Depressing.
Yeah.
Depressing.
Yeah. There's a reason why a lot of Midwesterners find their way down in Florida, like me.
Yeah, that sunshine really gives you that serotonin boost that you need.
Well, then the people kind of bring it down a little bit.
I'm sure.
I'm now in the service industry, so I got to deal with people all the time. It's fine, though. Yeah. Money's nice.
Oh, I bet. I mean, it is Florida, so I'm sure a lot of those people got it nice down there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I will say the New Yorkers, I'm getting used to them.
New Yorkers come down there?
Oh, yeah, a lot. And it's in season right now, so all the snowbirds are down there, and traffic's insane. Shoulder to shoulder most nights.
Damn.
But like I said, good money. Keeps me busy.
It's good. I've been to New York a couple times in my life. I don't like them.
I will never go. I will never.
I'm sorry if someday anybody from New York watches this, but I don't have a good experience with any New Yorkers at all. I love the city and all the cool landmarks to go see, but the people, man,
yeah,
I could not live there.
They're just hardened by the cold and the crap. But yeah. I don't know. They're nice. Most people are nice. That's the thing. But it's just those few.
Yeah. I mean, it's just there's so many people there, and it's always so cold. I feel like everything literally just makes them in a mood.
It's all an accent, though, too, right?
Yeah, dude.
A little bit. It's got to be.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a bad experience going there. I mean, it wasn't toward me, but I was there with family members and one of my cousins, and you walk everywhere in New York, and some dude just bumped into her very deliberately because there wasn't enough space, and then didn't say sorry or nothing.
Nope.
And I mean, she's somebody who's gonna say something, and she did, and she, she's like, "You asshole!" I'm walking.
Yeah. Hey. No, then that lingering smell of shit in the air.
Yeah.
Well, that's with any city, really.
Any big city.
Yeah, I can't go for too long. I've only been to Chicago, really, but
yeah.
And I know Miami's pretty much right across where I'm at right now. I'm in Cape Coral down there, and it's pretty much right across the peninsula. But I have no plans to go there. None. I just don't. The Keys, more south, yes. Scuba diving down there, snorkeling, that kind of deal. I haven't been yet because I'm just trying to save.
Right.
But I do want to get more scuba certifications, eventually become a dive master down there and lead people on tours. Mm-hmm. Give me a good excuse to nerd out with the marine life, how I used to be. And yeah.
This man's a fish. He loves the water.
Yeah, speaking of, I need to breathe. I'll be right back.
Just
you just see the gills Wow.
That's awesome. Yeah, when I was supposed to come see you last year in March, and all that happened.
The happening.
We were gonna go to the Keys. Remember? I wish that didn't happen, so I could have came. But
next time.
Yeah, no, we will have to go actually. So I'm thinking, because I'm going on a trip next weekend, actually, to Gatlinburg.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love Tennessee. Dude.
Oh, yeah, it's a great place.
It's the only state I've been to that if I were to move to a different state, I think I could live in. I've been to a lot of states that I like to visit.
Right.
But, I can only take it in small doses.
Yeah.
Tennessee, I could live there. I love that place.
I could, too, honestly. Gatlinburg's such a nice area, and all the touristy kind of deals there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that downtown drag is very fun. Very fun. And I need to go there and visit the moonshine place. I know there's a lot of good moonshine there.
Yes.
I won't be driving.
The first time I went there, we did a moonshine tasting at Tennessee Shine Company. Dude,
Old Smoky, that one?
No, Old Smoky they do have.
Okay.
So there's 3 different ones in Gatlinburg anyway. It's Sugarlands, Tennessee Shine Company, and Old Smoky. I didn't go. Well, we went inside the Old Smoky, and we didn't. I didn't buy anything because you can buy Old Smoky here at like Kroger.
Right.
So I was like, I
Those
want to go to
little-
the places that I don't have at home, and Sugarlands has some really cool flavor.
Yeah, there you
English hard. Sorry.
Why use many word when few word work?
But yeah, the Sugarlands have some really cool flavors. I didn't try any, but I really want to. Like they have like a PB&J one. Sounds fire.
That already, yeah.
I mean, like I'm down already.
Let's go buy one after this.
I'm down. But yeah, and then we did the actual tasting at Tennessee Shine Company, and they have like really, really good moonshine. They had one, my favorite. They call it Choco Moonshine. And it basically tasted if you took like a chocolate Wendy's Frosty and just melted it and added like a little bit of alcohol to it.
A little bit?
A little bit. Honestly, it didn't taste like alcohol.
Those are the most dangerous right there.
Yeah, I get in trouble with that. But we did also try their what they call White Lightning.
I know a person whose nickname is White Lightning. I miss you, Fennel.
Oh, yeah. Finn. I wonder if he watches. I don't know.
That's why I said it, just in case. You never know.
I haven't, I mean, I might just tell him like that we talked
out.
about it. So
Shout out.
He will watch. But yeah, I don't talk to Finn that much anymore. I try to sometimes. I try to hang out with him when I can, but.
Yeah, it's just the transition going from like fresh out of high school into adulthood has been a wacky roller coaster. Mm-hmm. But life experience, I'm still having fun. So it is weird being back in BG though and not having a place that I live or a car to really drive around. And it's strange. I did like yesterday I did like a little trip down memory lane going to my old houses. I was like, oh yeah, we used to play wiffle ball there. We used to go here. Can't say a lot more because I'd get in trouble maybe, but yeah, Haney and I shenanigans and I don't know, lots of fun though, lots of fun memories.
Yeah, I bet it's super weird just because like with you living the majority of your life here and it always being home, that moving to Florida and then coming back, a familiar place that felt like home once is no longer home. So like I bet that's just a weird feeling.
It's strange. I don't think I'll ever get used to that, but I still love the people in BG. I'm not gonna lie, like no issues. Although driving a lot down in Florida now and driving up here, I realized I am a road racer now.
Yeah,
I'm bobbing and weaving. I'm like, oh shit, I need to slow down.
Yeah,
because the cops don't play up here at all.
No, and I have family from Florida, so I know a lot of people in that state have lead feet. So
yep,
I know they are driving very fast. My mom has a hard time keeping up with her brother, my uncle. And yeah, dude, that dude will go 90 on the highway.
I mean, you almost have to down there because everyone else is doing it. And if you are too slow, then that's more of a danger almost too.
Right. Well, I think the actual law is you're supposed to merge at least to the speed of what the traffic's going. Because I mean, why are you going to merge at the speed limit if everyone's going faster? You're just going to get ran over.
Yeah. Oh gosh, I've seen that too many times. But it's nice having a car now. You haven't seen it. But
yeah.
For those that don't know, I was carless for a year and a half. Yeah. I got a DUI.
Fun times. Not really.
Was it? Was it? I learned my lesson, and I got very, very lucky. And I thank God that nothing bad happened to anybody. But
yeah, I'm glad that
can't play with it.
Yeah, I'm glad you were okay for the most part, like physically, and I'm glad no one else had to get hurt.
Right, dude. That was my big thing. Just I killed a couple rocks, so.
Yeah, which they're inanimate, so they don't have feelings. Which is
and
nice.
My ego died that night too. So.
Yeah, I remember getting that call from Ryan that night. So we had like a friend's Christmas thing, and we did it was like a Secret Santa, and we all decided to go to the bar afterwards. You know, as early 20 males do.
We wanted to get lit.
Yeah, and now we're we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I drank the night before and I wasn't feeling it. I was like one of the only people who didn't drink, and we all just kind of get in cars, carpool to the bar. I didn't know Brett even drove himself. I thought he rode with somebody. And so we're there, and like I said, I wasn't drinking, but I stayed with them until almost the bar closed. Literally, I left 15 minutes maybe before the bar was about to close, and I had a conversation with Brett. I knew this man was lit.
I don't remember this conversation.
Now I got to tell him. Voice crack. So I walk up to Brett, and they had like that thing at Quarters where like you fill your own beer from the bottom, like, and it was cool. Like it was like the glass that has like a false bottom, and you like sit it on.
Don't finger your hole.
Yeah, don't finger your hole, and it just fills up from the bottom. Well, I'm talking to this man, and he looks at me, and he's like,
"Sorry, Mom."
First of all, he wasn't making any coherent sentences to me, and I was just trying to understand. And when Brett's drunk and he says something, one of his favorite sayings is, "You know what I mean?" afterwards.
God.
And I'm always like, "I don't actually know what you mean."
I got to go home and I got to spit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And so we're sitting there, and he's just saying gibberish to me, and then his brother Derek was there, and I was having a conversation with him, and I, in my peripheral vision, saw Brett take a sip of his beer, put it down, and then do one of those like self-approvals, like in his head, like, yeah, that's pretty good. And then he's like looking at the beer, like he was like, like he was talking to it kind of. He's like, yeah, is it good? Like he was talking to himself and the beer glass. And I'm like, dude, I was like, he is having a good time. And
this is my own world.
Like I said before, I didn't know he drove himself. And so I leave, and I get a call probably a half hour later from one of our buddies, Ryan. I'll have to tell him I name dropped him.
Yes.
And he's crying, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck are you crying for? And he's like, Brett got in an accident. I'm like, what? Because I knew how drunk he was. I saw it, and I just didn't know that he had driven. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, who let him drive? And he goes, I don't know. He starts like crying, and because he was running too, apparently, because he was trying to. They were at Waffle House.
Yeah, he was booking it over there.
He just kept going, and I was like, dude, I was like, hold on. I was like, relax for a second, because like, you know, when people are like manic or like they're hysteric because they're crying or something, like you can't really understand them. So I'm like, yo, dude, I was like, so what happened? I was like, so Brett drove, he got in an accident. I'm like, is he okay? Did he hurt anybody? And he didn't know the answers, so he's just crying. He's like, oh no, he's like, Brett, because he's drunk too.
Oh yeah.
He's like, Brett, no, he's crying, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was out in the country where I live, and probably like 15 minutes from town, and like in my head, now that I don't know details, I'm like, dude, I was like, he could be hurt. Like he hurt somebody or something like that. I was like, I need to be there with him. So I start booking it back to town, and then I had to stop myself. Luckily, I'm in the car by myself, so I had enough time to like think to myself, and no one else was like there to like,
you know, making it
out.
Worse.
So I stopped, because I'm like, well, there's no sense in me speeding back to town, because me getting in an accident's not good either.
No.
Like, why would I do that?
One's enough. I
was like, let's just take it easy. Hopefully he's all right. And I ended up getting close to back to town, and Haney calls me. And he tells me, he's like, bro. He's like, don't come back here. It's white hot with cops. And I go, okay. I was like, I'm sober. I don't care. I was like, I'll come. And he's like, no. It's like, Brett hit a rock, and they're taking him to the hospital. I'm like, all right. I was like, so he's fine. And he's like, yeah, he's fine. We're all going back to my apartment, but he's going to the hospital. I'm like, all right, well, now that I know everyone's good, I literally came all the way back to town just to leave again.
Hey, but you were there though. You were coming back. You were ready, you know, and at the night or the day after, I didn't remember anything, not a damn thing. I just woke up in jail, like, what the shit, you know, what the hell happened? And there was blood on. Well, I was wearing the orange stuff, you know, the prison garb,
the jumpsuit.
I was just like, fuck, fuck. It finally caught up. I was being dumb for so long, drunk driving. You feel like you're invincible, and even when you're blackout drunk, Bob died that night. Blacked out Brett. And yeah, just then I kind of pieced it together, you know, slowly. I almost didn't want to remember it, to be honest.
I wouldn't have.
But yeah, so at the Secret Santa, I had to work later that day. I got off at like 9. So, and then I drove over, like got there at 9:30, and I love my buzz balls. They do the job very quick. And I don't like drinking, but I like being drunk. So, right, which sounds awful and probably not a great recommendation. And anyway, so I felt like I needed to catch up. So I just chug, caught up. And then one of our buddies offers me a joint, and I smoked that, and I got crossed, drove to the bar even after that, fucking idiot, and drank way more there. And then dude, it sucked because there was a BGHS coach that offered me a job pretty much to help coach. And I was like really thinking about it, like, hey, that would be fun. I love football, get out there again, whatever. And then, yeah, that very night got into the accident. I whipped it down the wrong street and Haney was following me. And I decided, you're drunk and you floor it. And I realized, oh shit, there's rocks coming my way. I didn't have any time to turn, no nothing. Mm-hmm. Hit that. Some dude in an apartment across the street called 911, thankfully. And Haney opens my door and I'm like leaning over like this. Like, he's like, yo, what the fuck did you do? And I just looked at him. I was like, what happened? Like, I had no idea. And everyone was telling me to tell the truth to the cops, to lie to the cops. I didn't know what to do. So, and I was wasted, so I wasn't making any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure everybody that was involved telling you anything was also under the influence, which is like a terrible, like, I hate being in a group of people when like something serious happens and you have like all these conflicting people trying to yell shit in your ear, like, dude.
Yeah.
Especially people that like you don't even know that well. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And I met Taylor that night, remember Taylor, and I didn't remember meeting her, but that was a hell of a introduction, so to say. And for the people that don't know me, they're probably like, this man's an idiot. Yes, I was an idiot that night. Don't do that.
To be fair, anytime we've gotten drunk together, or any of us, all of us, like, the real OG friend group, we all are idiots.
Yeah.
And we've all plenty of times made bad decisions. Like, I mean, we've all driven when we shouldn't. That's
right.
for sure. I mean, I used to justify it by the fact that like, oh, well, I would drink and then I would like go to sleep for only a few hours, or like just chill out for a few hours and then wait to feel better. And then I would drive because I just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
But even then, it's not a good idea.
No,
I mean, it's better than doing it when you're fucking sloshed. But
yeah.
Still, I mean, it's not good to drive after you've drank at all, no matter what, unless you literally have slept a whole night's worth
Pretty
of sleep.
much.
And then, but we all have done it. And unfortunately, we have a couple people now in the friend group who have gotten the DUIs. And I hope, obviously, well, I know for you and for Haney, who are the ones who have them, I know that you guys learned your lessons, but I'm just hoping that the other guys left who haven't, like myself and, Dylan, Ryan, Devin, all name drops.
You guys
today.
you guys are in the clear. You're smart enough. You're smarter than I was, for sure.
I hope that, I mean, I never really thought Dylan would, but like Ryan's always on that edge, dude. Like, I don't know. He's done some stupid stuff that.
Ryan, I'm sorry. I have to tell the story.
Go for it. Man.
He was, Ryan got obliterated at a tractor pull. I wasn't there, but I heard all about it. The man walks through a cornfield, passes out on Haskins Road,
bruh,
and he got picked up by a concerned person, not a cop or anything. He got picked up and I think he was taken to the hospital or something, but I could be wrong. But Ryan is also a partier. Love you, Ryan. Sorry, had to tell it.
Very much, Ryan is a partier. I have a lot of funny pictures and videos on my Snapchat.
Oh, yeah, I do too. I bet he misses his bed, the tub.
The tub. That just came up.
Or the bottom of the stairs. Where he was passed out on the bottom of the stairs and we just walked right over him, like going up.
Speaking of that tub he was in that basement in your old house. Dude, that basement saw some parties, man. Mama Griff knows now, but
lots of throw up too.
Yeah. Yes. That was gross.
Yeah.
Dude. That was so nasty. I remember thinking too, it happened and I saw the puke on the carpet and first
all red.
Yeah. And Brett's mom's like my second mom. We always say this. It's the same, like me, Brett, and our friend Haney that we have been talking about. We three were like inseparable in high school. And so we were always hanging out and she was always like a second mom to me and Haney. And
you guys lived there pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. And she always like, she used her parenting skills even on us, like, for lessons and stuff like that. But she never really like, obviously she's your mother. So like she would scold you like for things. I mean, she would tell us when, she thought we were doing something wrong, which I appreciate for sure. But even though Mama Griff isn't my actual mother, when I saw the puke on this carpet, I felt fear deep within my my bosom.
Yeah, dude. No, she put the fear of God in us sometimes.
I was like, she's gonna kill us.
I remember
She's gonna kill us.
I remember after every party, we were all going through some crap at that time, and I wasn't in the right headspace, going through a bad breakup for myself at the time, and my mom was just going through a divorce. Her mom died, that kind of deal, and so she was also dating my now stepdad, and who lived in Michigan, so she was gone on
Shout out
weekends a
Phil.
lot. Phil, love you, dude. And yeah, so my brother was in college, so I had a whole house to myself over the weekends. Come over, but park on the other side of the neighborhood. We'll shuttle you over here. I hid all the evidence, trash. I would take it to some dumpster across town, even because one my mom went through the trash one day and saw everything, and I was just like, I can't lie my way out of this at all. I can't bullshit my way out of this. Damn it. Okay.
She found it, dude. But it only made us smarter for the next.
Oh yeah. I will say we did something smart, and we kept the party small, and really we didn't move away from the basement at all. Like we never went outside. We never did dumb shit.
Yeah, no one went anywhere when we were partying. When we were that young, anyway, we would obviously have to get somebody old enough to buy us the alcohol. But then once, damn, just throwing them under the bus.
Sorry. All older siblings do that, right?
Yeah, but we would always have to get somebody to get us the alcohol, of course. But we were very smart. Anybody who planned on coming, we were very clear. Like, if you're here, you're staying the night.
Oh yeah,
like, give us your keys. Like obviously, you get a little older and you drink more. You feel like you're more experienced. That's when all the driving started happening that we shouldn't have been doing.
No, not at all. No, there's a reason why you can't drive drunk.
Yeah, no,
there's
absolutely.
a reason.
I would have been so distraught that night if something like really bad happened to you.
Dude, if I hit somebody, I would never have gotten over that ever.
Yeah, I don't think that's something you get over ever.
Mm-mm. But yeah, I was lucky. I was one of the lucky ones. But anyway,
yeah,
they for the rocks that I hit, it was near a church. I forget what the church was called. Next to Crim, right? Next to Crim, that area.
Yeah, it's next to Crim. I don't know what it's called.
They now have the red warning lights, so
yeah.
Hopefully that won't happen again.
To be fair, you may have been the first person to hit him drunk, but I know you're not the first person to hit him, period.
I mean, who knows?
I know other people have hit those rocks.
Crazy, dude.
It's just, so by the way, this street that it happened on, I mean, even when you're sober, they're hard to see at night. Like, it's literally a road. You're on a road, like a normal road. There, you got houses on both sides. It's like a small neighborhood. You're on a normal ass road, and then it all of a sudden just turns into a parking lot of a school, or what used to be a school. And
I think it's the church parking lot
and
there.
now a church. And literally you keep going, and then if you don't make a right to get out of the parking lot, because the exit to the parking lot with the stop sign isn't directly straight, like you have to veer right a little bit, and there's just rocks there.
Yeah.
No guardrail.
Nothing.
Nothing, just rocks. And I'm glad those things are up now so no one hits them again.
Right. So idiots don't hit them like me.
I remember driving past it the next day. You moved that big ass rock pretty good. And I'm like, he must have hit that shit.
Fuck that rock.
Yeah. You have a bad history with the rocks.
Me and inanimate objects. Those are the only things I have hit. I've hit the rock at City Park. Remember that one? We were all playing winter lacrosse or something. And I got out and
ripped that tree out of the ground.
A little bit, yeah. I was pretty angry. And shouldn't have done that, though. That would have been a fine if the cop noticed. But he didn't. But as soon as I said I played football, and he's like, do you know Coach Winkle? I was like, yeah, he used to coach me. He's like, oh, I'm his nephew. I was like, yes. At
least familiar face.
But he's like, okay, I'm just going to leave you a warning, whatever. This is your first. It was my first accident ever. And luckily it was just, I just skidded on ice. I was going a little too fast around the corner, and boom, that CRV took some hits, man.
Some beatings, bro.
And then I hit the side of the garage. One morning, it was after party, and nobody was going to sleep, and I was pissed off, and I couldn't sleep at all that night. And so I was like doing that. I don't even think I had my contacts in. So it was even worse. I was like, where am I going? And then I just ripped the side of my door and the side mirror off on the garage, and my mom was super pissed. And I'm just like, yeah, sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, so I'm definitely good at not hitting inanimate objects anymore. I don't do that.
That's good. That first rock I remember at City Park, dude. First of all, we need to touch a bit more about how this man ripped a tree out of the ground.
It was a branch. It was a branch.
It was it was a little bit more than a branch. So this dude, basically, because it was a small tree. I mean, I'm not saying this man ripped a giant oak tree
I'm Kratos.
out of the ground. But, like, I mean, the actual tree itself, I mean, obviously it was a very young tree. You could fit, like, your hand around it.
Poor little
completely.
sapling.
But, like, still, I mean, it was big enough to be rooted. And he was so upset that he like, I thought he was just going to punch it. I thought he was just going to hit it. But he just goes for, like, the hit, grabs it, and it just comes out of the ground. And me and Haney were like,
I was not happy. I think that was like one of the first times you have seen me angry.
oh, angry for sure.
Yeah.
I've seen you annoyed a lot. And then there was that time, which you were fucking pissed. And then the only other time I've really seen you, like,
Oh,
upset was with Derek.
yeah. You
That
guys
one
were, you and Madison were in my room, and we were all just talking. I was playing some video games, my girlfriend at the time. And he walks in fresh out of college. He's joined a frat and everything, so he was such a frat boy. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, you're a theater kid. What are you doing? You sing choir really well.
Well,
like,
his
why are you-
name is Derek.
Right, that is true. That's one step away from Chad. And he comes in and leans like all cool, and he's like, "Oh wow, playing video games while your friends are here, dipshit." He always used to call me dipshit, and I just, being a little brother, it's like, yeah, you know, whatever. Huh? And I just got so fed up with it. I'm like, you're not this person.
Yeah.
And he calls me dipshit again, like making fun of me for playing games. But I was still in the conversation. I was still talking with you guys. We were just relaxing. And I was like, okay, call me dipshit one more time. You and your drink will be on the floor. And he just looks, all right. And he walked away.
Straight up respected the shit out of that.
And
He's
I
like,
looked towards you guys. I was like, that was the first time I really like, well, it wasn't the first time I really stood up to him, but you know, it's the little brother, older brother rivalry. I'm sure he felt that with
yeah.
Jer.
I mean, I don't know. I just, I remember you saying that, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, is he about to like fuck Derek up in front of us right now? I was like, holy shit.
I was just so fed up with it. So,
Well, I mean, it's good you said something to him then, though, because then from then on out, he respected that you didn't like it. And I just remember, dude. I mean,
love you, Derek.
yeah, I love you too. Also, it's the day after his birthday, so on the pod, everyone say happy birthday to Derek.
Happy birthday, Deaky. I mean, Derek.
But yeah, dude, back then though, I mean, we were young, so we lacked confidence. But like you were strong even back then. So like that, if that would have gotten physical, I'm actually like curious to see how it would, what would have happened.
No offense, Derek, if you're watching. Yeah, I wouldn't have lasted long. No, there's another time he wouldn't give me my gaming laptop back. He just kept saying, no, I'm going to use it. No, I'm going to play it. I was like, okay. So I unhooked his Xbox 360, held it around my waist. And I was like, okay, give it back to me or I'm dropping this. And he stands up, all dramatic, like, you don't have the balls. And I was like,
Uh-oh.
and I dropped it. And he comes up and shoves me. And I was just like, okay, what's going on? And nothing happened after that. It was just siblings, guys. It happens.
Little did Derek know, young Brad had big cojones.
Somewhere, I don't know.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's most siblings though.
Right. Yeah, you're always going to fight with your sibling at some point.
Me and Jeremiah used to argue and fight a lot, but I mean, as we got older though, I mean, once we hit like shit, I don't know, when we were both in high school, from then until now, I mean, we have a pretty good relationship. We don't really argue or fight with each other. I mean, it's all love.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, one time, me and him drank together, and he did like one of those "I love you, bro" speeches, like we all do. Because
My favorite.
yeah, and he's like, let's make sure that, you know, we stay close our whole lives and stuff like this, because, you know, siblings, they get older, they kind of, some drift.
Some,
I was
yeah.
like, nah. I was like, I got
It's kind of sad to see that, honestly.
It is sad. I mean, also, when some siblings literally don't get it along so much when they're growing up that like that affects their adult relationship.
Yeah.
You know, because they really didn't like growing up with them, so like they let the past. You know, I don't know. I think that unless the family member is like actually like toxic toxic to you,
Love that you're toxic.
right?
Okay.
That's awesome. I was just listening to that song.
I heard it at Circle K when I stopped there. I was like, love that you're toxic. Okay.
But yeah, unless the family member is like genuinely making you a worse person, you know, I think it's worth to amend all of those things with like family members, siblings, parents. I mean, because I just think there's something so sad about seeing someone who didn't get along with their parents for whatever reason, didn't see eye to eye, and then they spend their whole lives not talking to them, and then they die, and then you see them grieve with all the lost time that they could have had.
Right.
And I don't know. I just think it's everyone should drop the. I know this like podcast is supposed to be a comedy podcast.
We're getting real.
Comedy style podcast, but yeah, I mean, on a real note, everyone should just drop all that shit from the past. Like I said, unless the person is generally not good for you or makes you a worse person.
Yeah.
I think all those relationships should be amended, but that's just me.
I think, yeah, having tough conversations is necessary, and they shouldn't be avoided. You know, I've done it a lot where I just put it off. You know, but like my one roommate, and I had a bag of weed on the counter, and he got so pissed. He got so angry at it. He hated seeing it, and then he texted me and was like, "Hey, like, I need to talk to you." I was like, okay, we never spoke ever. It was just so. And then I was told, "Oh, you got to bring it up with him." I'm like, "I'm not the one with the problem, so I'm not."
That's a fair statement. Exactly.
That's what I said. I'm like, I'm here whenever, and it just never happened. It never occurred. So I was like, moving on.
Why would you be the one that needs to bring it up if it's like,
right?
You know, it's a problem someone's bringing up about you. Why would you need to?
Yeah, and I never left that around ever for anybody to see after that. I respected it, but tell me, I don't know. It's
communication, people.
It's not a big deal.
You know, especially nowadays, we're all adults, man. Just talk.
But I don't want to.
It's hard. Feelings are hard.
Speaking of not talking, I'm done. No, I'm kidding.
Right. I'm now just remembering that I was going somewhere at the very start of this podcast with a story, and then we got sidetracked. But by the way, throwback, flashback to the first episode of this podcast. Me and TJ made sure everyone knew that storytelling and our conversations are kind of AWire. They go all over the place. There's no exact structure. And we said that that's true for all our friends. And here is.
Yeah, we just sit and something comes up that we want to talk about, then we do it.
And honestly, most of the time we talk about very interesting things that people like to hear or funny things. I mean, but anyway, yeah, back to at the very start of this episode. We've been talking for a while already, and I was saying something because you said we were going to come back down to Florida, or we like next time when I can go down to Florida, we should go to the Keys. And Haney and I have been talking, and he wants to go somewhere when he gets out.
Absolutely.
And I was like, we should go see Brett together. Like,
dude, we'll get a hotel room on the beach or some shit and
have a good time.
Dude, I'm so down for that. I'll take time off of work.
Oh yeah, if we're doing that, I'm taking a whole week off.
I'm joining you guys. I do not care.
We're having a blast.
No, and it's so weird down there because I really only have my coworkers that I talk to, and like our generation making friends is just kind of tough. It's kind of just weird. Nobody, I don't get invited work shit like with any guys. I was like, okay, I can see like having hanging out, throwing it down, whatever, but it just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen down there. People are just kind of strange. I've been ghosted 3 times down there. I'm trying women. What do you want? What do you want? No, I'm chilling. I'm so I'm at peace down there now. At first, it was really, really lonely and hard to get into.
Oh, I'm sure.
And now I'm kind of settling in, especially making good money now. That certainly helps. And then I did work at the beach resort for a little bit, but after all the hurricanes, they cut a lot of people, and I was one of them. That was a tough time. Oh,
Right.
not to mention my car got infested with cockroaches, and I had to deal with that.
Ugh,
Florida
gross.
life. I'm becoming the Florida man. I'm gonna grow my hair back out.
What roaches?
Yeah. German roaches, to be exact. My heart goes out to you. they're crawling all over my car. My heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. Sorry, that shit was funny.
So it's weird that you say that people are weird down there, because I mean, the term Southern hospitality is supposed to be a thing,
I think that's a Georgia thing.
or anywhere else, I guess, other than Florida.
Maybe it's probably just the city I'm in. I don't know. A lot of people are just retired and living their best life down there.
Fair
and
enough.
I don't know.
I'm sure you run into your fair share of stuck up people there.
Oh yeah, all the time. Especially at the beach resort that I worked at for a little bit. I will not name drop that one, but because I didn't like it. I didn't like my boss there. He can go fuck himself. All that good stuff. So I'm not name dropping that place. But yeah, there lots of stuck up people. The guy was like, "Yeah, I just drove my yacht over here," and it's true. The guy had a yacht that I was talking to, and he's like, "Yeah, it's freaking huge," and then. Yeah, I'll buy a whole round of shots for everybody, and the drinks there are so stupid expensive, but that's with any beach resort, any resort you go to nowadays. I think the cheapest cocktail was $21.
Holy shit.
Yeah. 21.
21?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like the drink prices in like the Broadway Strip in Nashville, bro.
Dude, and I get it. Location, I guess, and you're dealing with millionaires, so they probably don't even notice it. But
When I was in Nashville the very first time, I go, well, it was my second time, but the first time I was there where I was of age to drink, I walk into this bar with some friends. Who was it? Avery. It was Avery and Fennel, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out.
Avery gets named dropped this
lightning,
episode. Yeah, so Nashville, I'm there with Avery and Fennel.
brother, mother.
We
Anyway.
we walk into this bar, right? And it's right in like the heart of the strip there. And we walk in, it's a nice bar, but we were just at a bar that was kind of like, it wasn't in the downtown strip, so it was like farther off. And they had pretty decent price drinks, like kind of like at home. And we're like, hell yeah. But then we go to the actual main strip and we walk in this bar, and I walk up, I get what I normally get. Anytime I drink at a bar, I'm like, can I have a double rum and Coke? Right.
Hell yeah.
And
Classic.
yeah, very classic and on brand for me. So for
I'm
me,
Jack and Coke.
oh yeah, I love Jack and Coke too, but I like rum, spice rum.
Rum turns me into a pirate, so I can't do that.
Arg.
Yar me mighty. Anyway.
But yeah, so we're in this bar. I get my double rum and Coke, and the bartender makes it, and then she gives it to me, and she goes, "That'll be 20." And I go, "Dollars? What the fuck?" And at the time, I didn't even make that an hour at work. I'm like, all right, boys, this is my one and done. I can't
Dude.
afford to drink here.
That's how I feel at some of the restaurants down there, Some entree. Well, they're really nice places, so that's something, but that's always going to happen. But like $35 for an entree when you can buy half a week's worth of groceries or something. Well, not really anymore, but like a handful of groceries is $100.
I remember when a whole $50 bill could get you a whole cart full of shit.
Dude, I wasn't old enough for that one. I wish.
Yeah. I mean, when I did that, I wasn't buying my groceries regularly yet, but I just wanted to go buy my own shit like this time, because I think at that time I was trying to like eat better or something. So I was going to get shit, and I got like a whole cart full of shit for the $50. And nowadays I can't go to the grocery store without spending less than $100.
Dude, it's nuts. It's nuts.
And that $100, dude, I'm not even kidding. I took a picture of it. I spent like literally just over $100 one time when I was grocery shopping, and I got a couple other things, like 4 bags of stuff, and they weren't even all full. I'm just like, this is ridiculous.
Adulting. But that's what, I don't know. I used to be super shy in high school, as obviously but I was like not shy with you guys, obviously. But after working with people for what, 4 years now, the BG Bev, shout out, love that place. BG Bev, dealing with people, seeing people and didn't really want to see that much, and having to deal with them. And I realized that everyone is still just trying to figure this shit out. Everyone's right there in the shit with us,
Oh yeah.
It's like some people think they have it figured out more. some don't. Some have no clue. I'm one of those people. I'm just winging it out here, raw dogging it.
Raw dogging, as the youngins say.
Yeah.
Like we're not young too. We are nearing the back half of our 20s though, so
don't remind me. Yep, 26 this year, and I still don't have a boat.
Yeah, some bullshit, right?
What the hell, man? Where's my boat?
Let's just go back in time to like younger Brett. Get your shit together. Yeah. We need a boat.
I'm 3 years old. I go up to me at 3 years old. Why aren't you buying property?
I love those memes where it's like a picture of like an infant and it's like me in 1998 instead of buying land.
Dude, I swear. Why aren't you doing this right now? See the stock? Put money in it.
Yeah, I should have. Instead of learning to walk, I should have bought a house.
Yeah, what the hell? What were we thinking? What were we thinking?
That's crazy.
Oh gosh. Dude. Yeah, and it's only gonna get worse, probably.
Yeah, let's rob a bank. Put the money in the bag. Put it in.
Sir, you're facing the wrong way.
I love that you quoted SpongeBob with the SpongeBob hat on.
I have to.
Oh, by the way, yeah. So me and Brett, we quote SpongeBob all the time. It's great. It still is. At 26 years old, a 26-year-old man, I'd still watch SpongeBob. Oh, yeah. Bro.
I wear this hat at work sometimes, and all the older people are like, "Is this guy stupid?" Yes, but I'm fun. Okay, damn it.
It's always funny, dude. Like it's still funny, and I know what's gonna happen.
Well, especially a good-looking woman, I'll just like put the hat down. Honest reaction.
Walk over to her. Did you see my underwear? Yeah. No. Did you want to?
Yeah. Did you want to?
Patrick is the goat of comedy.
He is the goat. Don't you have somewhere else you got to be stupid at? Not until 4.
I just saw a compilation the other day, actually, of it was like Patrick. Like, you know how they do those like videos where it's like one character and it says like their name and then Core.
Yeah.
So it was like Patrick Core. Dude, always funny, bro.
He's got his moments.
Right. Just sitting around the campfire. Pat, look what I got. Rectangles.
Dude, that sounded like him too.
I do a mean Patrick impression actually when I'm like trying for it. Like one of my favorites is like the scene when they're taking care of that baby clam. They're like mom and dad to it.
6 o'clock.
And he's like, I don't think you can be the mom, Patrick, because you never wear a shirt. He goes, yeah, if I was a mom, this would be kind of shocking. Just call me daddy.
Dude, I love that. 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock.
Yeah, dude, great times. But yeah.
Yeah, I quote SpongeBob down in Florida a lot, and nobody gets it, and it's kind of sad. But I laugh at it.
That's blasphemy.
It is blasphemy. It's unacceptable. But I honestly say a lot of...
This whole episode is just quotes and shit from movies. I hope a lot of people watch and get them. But
sorry,
if you
guys.
don't, yeah,
it's funny to us. It's funny to us. And I always say jokes to myself, inside jokes down there, like we're in the shits.
We have too many. I have way too many inside jokes with all my friends. Dude.
Oh yeah, you got to.
It's easy to have them. You know?
Did you know there's an apple under your seat? That's crazy.
That one's always going to be funny. Dude, honestly, a lot of my core funny memories and inside jokes, they came from middle school, bro. Okay.
We were just stupid and goons.
So we're at the lunch table, and I think it was 7th grade, I think. And Brett is actually the only person I know who can on command gleek. And if you don't know what that means.
Sounds bad.
It does sound bad. It's when, like, you know how, like, sometimes you ever open your mouth and involuntarily just, like, a spray of spit comes out? Yeah, Brett can do that on command.
It's like a spitting cobra.
Yeah, and we loved it, and we always made him do it. And one day we're just sitting there, and one of our friends at the time, Shadden.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Shadden was sitting to, like, Brett's left or right, one of the directions. And, like, Brett just went and, like, leaned over the table. Like, he literally, like, leaned over the table to try and do it in the middle of the table, like on purpose so it didn't get on anybody. He opens his mouth, it shoots directly left, right into his eye, bro.
He freaked out on me, bro. He was so pissed. I'm just like, I'm sorry. If I get pink eye, I swear to God. He never did, but
That was like the accuracy that it had. The trajectory right into his cornea, bro.
Yeah, I swear. Like missile straight into his eye. I was like, that's why we can blink.
Right. Such a good time.
Yeah, I felt really bad. But yeah, that shit was funny. I also showed that in the anatomy class later, like down. Did you just like kiss him? Don't think I didn't catch that. No.
I don't know what that just. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, just now when Brett was talking. I mean, I could probably show it in the editing classes. Where like, yeah, Brett's talking. I'm just.
I forgot what we were talking about now. Shit. Oh yeah, no. In anatomy class, we were talking about it. I was like, I was so comfortable with Eiler that I just blurted out, "Yeah, I can do that on command," and nobody believed me. And I was just like, I'm not gonna do it. Here, there's a lot of good equipment, but I can do that. Yes. Gleek. It's a fun word.
It's such a funny name.
Say
I
it
didn't
with
know
us.
the
Gleek.
Gleek.
I love the show Gleek. Did you?
Lagoon.
Go Lagoon.
They just never end, bro. I love it so much.
We see here Justin and Brett on Justin's podcast, Phony Adults. Gleek.
It's a good impression, actually. I love it.
I would say it louder, but I don't want to. Their ears.
Dude, speaking of impressions are fun.
They are fun.
They're so good. And I have a few that I do really well, and they freak people out. I actually was just Snapchatting somebody before we started this. I'll shout her out. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Her name's Michaela. And she sent me this scene. Well, it wasn't the scene. It was like this couple made they made like a reenactment of like the scene from Shrek with like the gingerbread man and stuff. And,
oh my gumdrop bun.
Yeah, exactly. So they did that. And she sends it to me. She's like, if it's not this, I don't want it. And then I was like, fun fact, I do a really good gingerbread man impression. And I sent her a video of it. And dude.
Now you got to do it for your fans.
I love it. Like, do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man.
The Muffin Man. Who lives on Jerry Lane.
Dude, it's so good. I love doing that.
I love Lord Farquaad's laugh.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Shrek is
Great movie.
Great. I love
Great
Shrek.
movie. So many good moments from that movie.
But yeah.
When I'm losing my mind at work, I throw that out there sometimes. Everyone's like, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm like, I'm a weirdo. I don't care. I don't care. You know that like some people our age can't hold a conversation for longer than like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy to me because I mean, it's just so different.
It's like, yeah, continue.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm also glued to my phone a lot, and like, I mean, I do plenty of hobbies like that are outside, and I'm not like always glued to it. But like when I'm at home or I'm not doing anything, like I'm on my phone for sure.
End of the day.
Yeah, like it's definitely an unhealthy amount that I'm on my phone. But even with that being said, I mean, like I have a hard time imagining any scenario where I can't hold a conversation for only 10 minutes. I mean, come on, dude. We've been talking here for an hour, like I previously mentioned, and it doesn't feel like that. Like
No.
Growing up, us and all of our friends like could talk for hours, and we wouldn't even realize it's been hours.
No kidding. It'd be about dumb shit mostly, but
Right. And the generation we're a part of is more of like an in-between generation because growing up until we were about 10, we had the same childhood as a lot of like millennials did.
Yeah.
We got dirty, we went out, rode our bikes, stuff like that. We
Hose water.
didn't have cell phones until like middle school. So it was like kind of like half and half. And yeah, so obviously we're glued to our phones more than some people should be, but I'm just appreciative that, we actually live in the moment. Like we don't let social media, at least when we're together, when we're all in person, I mean, like I'm like, my attention is glued on you guys because
bro, I barely have any pictures or videos of anything. It's just memory. It's just encoded in my memory.
I wish I could say the same. I mean, they're encoded in my memory too, but my camera roll is fucking. Hold on, where's my phone?
Well, you remember when we all partied and I would literally like never be in a picture.
Dude,
I would never be in a picture.
It was like Brett didn't exist. I'm not even kidding. Like we would all drink together constantly, like every weekend, because that's what young children do.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I would take pictures, videos, and I have them all on my Snapchat memory still, and I love when they pop up. But we would, after the night was over and we woke up the next day, we would, people don't remember everything that happened. So they're like, yo, who got the videos and pictures? And we would literally just go through them to see all the memories and stuff. Brett's never in.
No, I was a ghost. I was a fucking ghost.
It was like when Brett saw someone getting their phone out, he's like, oh,
like dove out of the way. Yeah, good times though.
Oh yeah, we had way too many good ones. Like there's one memorable video that I have that you're in. It was after we graduated high school out at Finnell's. It was when you and Haney were holding on to each other because we were so fucked up.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah.
And then I'm like, what? It was me or Haney in the video that were like, I can't feel my face. And then you were like, I can't feel my whole body. As you're like falling.
Yeah, we're all just holding on to each other. Like, dude, that was a core memory right there.
Oh, yeah.
A blurry core memory, but it's still a core memory.
It's so, there's another funny memory that I remember out at Finnell's. I can't remember if this was the same night or not, but because I know we drank out there together a couple times. So Brett, this night, I think this was after graduation. Brett was drinking that light blue Four Loko.
Ugh, I forget, what was it called? Frost?
Yeah,
it was called Frost.
It smelled terrible. I didn't want it, but he drank it.
It was cheap.
And he ends up walking outside, and at the time it was kind of chilly out there, and he lays in the grass because he's fucked up, and someone threw me a blanket, and they were like, Justin, go put this on him. And I was fucked up too, so I walk out there with it, and I proceed to lay in the grass but cover myself.
Yeah, and I'm just like...
And someone comes out, and they're like, Justin, you're supposed to put it on Brett. And I'm like, sorry.
I must have been passed out because I don't remember
I was laying right next to you.
Yeah.
So my body heat kept him warm, kind of.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm like a furnace, though. I'm like always hot. Not right now, but...
Yeah, it's kind of chilly down here.
A little bit. My Florida body is like, why is it not 90 degrees?
And me, being the born and raised Ohioan who hasn't left, I'm wearing shorts.
Yes.
I mean, I am wearing a hoodie down here right now, but like I would wear shorts out right now, even though it's kind of chilly.
It's not like terrible. I don't know. Now, if I was here a couple weeks ago,
it's like like 50 degrees out, which to me is definitely short weather. But that's a northern thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
I don't want to lose that, but it's gonna happen whether I like it.
Oh
or not.
Yeah, I mean the more time you spend down there, it's slowly drifting.
Dude, the summers are brutal down there. They're brutal. It's just like 99% humidity. It does rain a lot during the summer, so I guess it kind of cools off, but it's only in those moments. And then the humidity climbs after that.
Right. I mean, I like visiting Florida. I could not live there.
Yeah.
I mean, I could live there in the months of like wintertime. Wintertime here.
Yeah, even then, like all the traffic, all the snowbirds coming down, every place is packed.
Yeah, because it's all the northern people who are like, no cold.
Yeah,
for me. They migrate south.
They do, bro. They do. During the summer, there's like hardly any cars on the road. I can get across town in 15 minutes, not 30 minutes like right now. That's one thing I miss about BG. You can actually like get to and from the edges of town in 5-10 minutes. Cape Coral, 30 minutes. And then the lights, red light, red light, red light, red light, red light.
Damn.
Adult things to complain about.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously where I live, there are no stoplights.
Dude. No.
Stop signs, but
those are optional.
They're country stop signs, which means they are optional. I mean, especially at nighttime, personally, I think, because it's like, it's dark out here and there's nothing in the way. It's just fields. So like you see headlights. So if you're approaching a stop sign, you can tell if people are coming. Yeah, I've blown stop signs out here on purpose.
I was thinking about it and I'm just like, I don't want to get in trouble here at all. 0%.
Imagine you just come up here for a weekend trip to vacation and reminisce and then you get in trouble. That would suck, dude.
The cop walks up, Brett, I remember you. I'd be like, fuck. No, you don't. That's the one thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to be recognized by cops.
Yeah.
It's a bad mojo.
As you mentioned earlier, Brett's drunk alter ego's name is Bob.
He died.
Yeah, once he hits that level of drunkenness, he called himself Bob, which stands for
Blacked out Brett.
Yep, blacked out Brett, and that is the person who
Never
got the DUI.
Never give your blacked out self a name. Don't do it. Yeah. It makes it a reality.
Yeah, dude. One of my favorite Bob moments. So me and Brett are drinking, and he at the time lived in an apartment that was within walking distance of all the bars in downtown and food, most of it. And we got drunk, and then right before we were about to turn in for the night, we're all like, let's go to Taco Bell. So we go there. I wasn't getting anything, so I was standing outside, and at the time I still smoked cigarettes, which, like I said in the last episode, don't do that. That's bad. I'm standing outside smoking a cigarette. I think I'm talking with Corbin, and you guys were waiting in the long ass line to get food, and this man paid for his food after he ordered it and then left it there because he walks outside and he looks at me and he grabs me by the shoulder and he goes, I gotta go home because I gotta spit. You know what I mean? I go, no. I was like, I don't. He meant throw up. After we've talked about this before, we think blacked out Bob meant he needed to throw up, not spit.
I never threw up. I never threw up.
Even if you were talking about spit, I'm just like, I mean, spit right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you were. You're like, right here, dude, right here. And I was like, no.
Also, Bob had a tendency of falling asleep mid-eating. Like, I have a couple pictures in my phone. Like, one of my favorites, so he dressed nice for this night, actually. He was wearing like a dress shirt, and he got like a sub from Domino's, I think. And I walked into his bedroom, and the dude, light on in his bedroom, he's laying there with like the box that the sub comes in opened, and he has the half-eaten sub in his hand, and he's just passed out. I was going in to say bye because that night I didn't drink, and I was going home, and yeah, he's just done for.
I don't do that anymore.
That's good. My question. So I've never been there when you're waking up when that has happened. So like, here's my question for you. Did you ever wake up and realize you had food in your hand and continue to eat it, or did you just put it away? Yeah. That's the way to do it, bro.
I was still drunk though.
Right.
I woke up like, kind of like, I don't know, the light was still on probably. I was just like, you take in your surroundings. You're like, okay, I'm in my room. Oh.
A sub.
Yeah, I am hungry. I'm feeling a bit peckish right now. Dude. Yeah, no, that was fun, but embarrassing.
Oh, yeah.
But
that's good time.
We like to say smile and wave, right?
Just smile and wave, boys.
Dude, that's my motto for everything in this life, man. Can't take everything too seriously.
Oh, absolutely not. We said this, me and TJ said the smile and wave quote in a couple episodes ago. But,
oh yeah, I saw that part. Yeah, I was like, ooh. I say that all the fucking time.
Yeah, but you saying that reminded me, actually. I've seen a quote many times that I like to live by. It's, don't take life too seriously. None of us make it out alive. You know what I mean? We're all going to die.
I'm the only one that will. No.
Yeah.
Where's a snail?
Right.
You know that, hopefully everyone knows that joke.
Yeah.
Like you're immortal, but like a snail, if it touches you, you die.
Yeah,
and it's constantly coming for you.
Yeah, that would suck.
That'd be hell.
Because I would just while it is a snail that's after you, I mean, just think about that. So we'll paint the picture for everyone listening. So you get to be immortal as long as you don't let a certain snail in the world touch you, but you never know where it is. And I mean, obviously it's going to take years, depending on where it's at, for it to catch up to you. But still, just like that in the back of your mind, that something's after you always, even if it is a snail.
That's grounds for a horror movie right there. You know,
I don't like that. Why would I want to be immortal if I'm just constantly filled with anxiety?
Right. I would just hang out in a parking lot, something very easy to see, anything coming towards you, like that small. Mm-hmm. There it is. Mason jar. Lock it up. There we go.
There we go.
Now just don't let it break ever.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It would suck to be immortal, though, I think.
We just talked about that last episode.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like it's
This is why we're friends.
No, it's so funny because I know you obviously haven't listened to the new episode yet because the new episode just came out a couple days ago as of recording this, and it's so funny that you say that because literally like me and TJ talked about that for a good like 25 minutes. Like literally the title of the episode is the concept of immortality.
Okay, yeah, there it is.
You'll enjoy it when you listen to it, but yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, we're all very similar. We love talking about the same shit. I mean, anything's interesting though, bro. Like that's why I didn't want to box this podcast into a genre. I obviously wanted to name it. I wanted to name it something funny, which we accomplished. I also, in the descriptions of stuff, like in the bio of like the page and whatever, I want it to be like a comedy style podcast. Like we're cracking jokes, like trying to be funny. Like I want to keep it lighthearted. I want people to listen to this and like, forget about what's going on in the world and stuff. Like I want them to enjoy the time here, but also we're going to talk about serious shit too. Cause like everything, like growing up, like we would talk for hours about random shit. Like, and everything's interesting. Like I didn't want to just be like, hey, let's make a podcast only about books. You know what I mean? Like a lot of podcasts out there are like, they only do one thing. Or it's like podcasts that just do sports. While I love sports and I can sit here and talk about them for hours, I didn't want it to just be that.
There's so much more. There's so much more to talk about.
So much more. Me and Brett used to fucking talk hours about dreams.
Dreams, ghosts.
Yeah.
Supernatural shit.
Supernatural, yeah, because like we talked about in the first episode, Supernatural, the TV show, is my favorite show of all time, and Brett has also seen it, and we talk about that a lot. Me and TJ talk about it.
Oh yeah,
talk about it a lot. Great.
We
show.
all bawled our eyes out in the last episode at TJ's. Remember that?
Dude, sometimes I forget about that. Like when Supernatural, the final season, was out, we were all caught up to the point where like we had to wait every week for the new episode to come out. So we would all meet up at TJ's house at the time on Thursdays to watch it together. We had a group, a group that came every week. And yes, we all did cry at the end of that. I mean, you
had to. If you're a fan of the show, you're gonna cry.
Here's my thing. There's a lot of men out there who say, "Oh, they try not to cry." Fuck that. Let your emotions go because it's bad to keep that shit in. But I will say this. I know there's a lot of dudes who will say that like crying over a movie or something like that is like you being a sissy, which I totally disagree with.
Yeah, me too.
It's just like, bro, first of all, TV shows are a lot easier to cry during than like a movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, movies too. Like, and I've cried at the end of certain movies, especially anyone that involves dogs.
Oh, dude, yeah. What was that? A Dog's Life or A Dog's Purpose?
A Dog's Purpose.
Dude.
I couldn't hold that shit.
I cried 3 times. Every time the dog died, I cried. I was like,
just can't do it, bro.
Reminded me of Hugo. I was like, mother.
Or Marley and Me. I cried at the end of that.
Oh, gosh, yeah. I mean, if you grew up with any animals at all, yeah, you're probably at least tearing up.
I mean, you gotta also keep in mind, I mean, I see this quote online all the time that like, a dog may only be a portion of your life, but you're their whole life.
Yeah,
you know
like
what I mean?
you're the yeah, you're
so that shit right there in the heart.
Bring the dogs down.
You're right. Like
we need them.
Come on, come down. Yeah, but shit, I kind of forgot where I was.
I don't know. Dreams.
Oh,
that too. We could do a whole new episode on dreams. Honestly.
No, I was saying. Yeah, I was saying something about crying at the end of
In Your Mind's Eye.
In Your Mind's Eye.
Bang, 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 boom. Okay.
But yeah, like TV shows, I think it's easier to cry during mainly because you spend more time invested than a movie. Like, well, I mean, MCU is a little different because I mean, you did spend a long time over the years watching all the movies to get to Endgame.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, there's more now, but I just mean like from that timeline until Endgame. You spent years watching and getting attached to these characters, but like TV shows, years.
Oh, yeah, years. Absolutely.
15 seasons.
Dude.
Yeah, 15 years.
It's nuts.
I mean, we weren't all watching it for 15 years because it came out in 2005 and I was like 7.
I remember that second episode of the first season still about the drowned kid. That scared me. And so I didn't watch it for like few years. And then I tried getting back into it once it got on Netflix.
Right.
It's like, oh, okay. Like one of my biggest childhood fears growing up was Bloody Mary. So when I saw that episode, it hit home for me when they killed her. Fuck you, Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I thought that episode was super cool because the writer of Supernatural, Eric Kripke, he is from Toledo, Ohio, which is literally it's 30 minutes north of where me and Brett grew up, where we lived. And it's so cool because in the episode, it's Bloody Mary, which is a very common urban legend around here.
Yeah.
And I know other places too, but very big around here. And of course, he knows that because he's from Toledo. And the episode they take on Bloody Mary, and it takes place in Toledo. Ohio. I mean, obviously they didn't actually film in Toledo, but it was staged in Toledo.
Still, yeah, it was cool. Nice little shout out.
It is cool. You ever? I mean, I know you probably know this, but I don't know if you and I have ever talked about it. You know how like the Jesus, bro.
Words.
I don't think I've had a worse stutter than that.
Anyway.
But yeah, the Winchesters, Sam and Dean in the show, they're from Kansas. And in the first season, they have the Kansas license plate. And I forget in what season it takes into effect, but in one season they switch to Ohio license plates, and they keep the Ohio license plates on the Impala the entire.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
So if you ever, I mean, I know you'll probably rewatch episodes at the very least. Yeah,
here and there.
If you go back to the first season and you watch any of those, just look at the license plate. It'll say Kansas, but like pretty much any other season, I think it's all like Ohio plates.
Dude, yeah, that director is cool too, and I know he's doing The Boys, like that very same director.
Yeah, Eric Kripke, he came up with that show.
Dude, so good.
I need to get back into it because I was told about it from a dude I work with, and so I checked it out and I liked it. I watched the entire first season, and then I got like halfway through the second season, and at the time there was only 3 seasons. But then I don't know, sometimes shit happens and then I stop watching shit and then I forget about it. So like I need to go back and like start over again and rewatch it because I know this 5th season coming out is going to have all 3 of them, bro. So
they're bringing Sam A.
Yeah, the actors who play the 3 main characters in Supernatural, Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki, and Misha Collins, they're all going to be in season 5 of The Boys. So they're back together again, just on a different show, but also written by the same dude who wrote the show that, you know.
I'm stoked to see that, man. It'll be really cool to see them
back on camera.
Pretty much. Have you seen Invincible at all? Dude, I know you're into superheroes, you have to watch it. You have to, because it is kind of like, it's got as much action and gore as The Boys, but it's animated, so there's like nothing held back. Ooh. Dude, I'm telling you, it's very good. Highly recommend that show. And you guys out there too, highly recommend that show. If you're into superheroes at all.
Invincible for everybody.
It's a more mature show for sure with all the blood and guts in it, but
I'll have to check it out.
Dude, yeah, and then it's written well. It's written very well. And man, oh man. Yes, highly recommend.
I just recently was told by somebody who works within my company too. His name's Nick. Man, I'm giving a lot of shout outs to people this episode.
The shout out episode.
If he ever watches this, I know he has watched part of the first episode, but he told me I need to watch Game of Thrones, and I still haven't. I do. I mean, like, I know he just told me the other day, but like, I still over the years have never watched a single second of Game of Thrones. I should, because I bet I'd like it.
It's amazing until the last season.
The last season sucks.
I liked the last season until maybe episode 4. It was after the long night. I'm not spoiling anything, but that's what the episode's called. It was after that, and then it was just dropped hard because the directors, they were going to do Star Wars after that, so they rushed the last season, and Disney did not hire them for Star Wars after that. They're just like, oh, you ruined this 8-season long, 10 out of 10 show that everyone loves, and you ruined it in 4 episodes. It was just, I mean, if you ever watch it, you'll know what I mean. Just the writing's inconsistent. The character development is pointless at the end. But then there's like a Starbucks cup. I'm like, I didn't know Starbucks was operating in Westeros. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. And I'm a big fan of Kill Tony.
Dude.
I think.
So funny.
I think I've shown you an episode maybe. Or,
you have. You showed me a couple last time you were up here.
Oh, good show.
You showed a couple episodes to me, and it is funny.
Dude.
I have watched since. He's very funny.
The Donald Trump, Joe Biden one.
Yeah.
That's the most popular episode of that, but that's.
Of course.
I laugh every time. I probably don't want to repeat it.
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah. Yeah. I try not to talk about politics on here. I mean, I will. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's not even about politics. They just impersonate Joe and Donald in like such a way. It's just overblown and it's hilarious, regardless of what side. It's
Shane Gillis is Trump.
yes,
In it, right? Yeah, I've seen clips.
And then Adam Ray is Joe Biden, and man, oh man, those two just nail it.
Adam
the whole
Ray
episode
is hilarious,
dude. Yeah, he plays Dr. Phil. I knew he was in Detroit recently. I was thinking about going there when I was up here, but I'd rather see everybody and see my old town.
Oh yeah.
We built this city.
I love it. Most of our conversations are just, quotes and inside jokes. I love it though. I love it so much. Also, for anybody watching, we literally Brett got in town. It's 2 nights ago. It was Wednesday night, right?
Yeah, it was late though.
Wednesday night, and then he was celebrating his brother's birthday yesterday, and so he's coming over. He's over here today for the pod, and literally, we had very minimal conversation before we started this pod. I haven't seen Brett in a long time.
It's been almost a year, yeah.
So we're kind of just like catching up on the pod, which I thought would make good content. So.
Why not? I mean, yeah. I'm literally just saving money, dude.
Yeah.
After that
Aren't we
DUI
all?
that everyone knows about now, I'm
sure it
saving
wasn't
my
cheap.
money. No. And I'll be honest, my mother bailed me out. So I'm still paying her back, which I'm happy to do.
Mama Griff is the GOAT.
She is.
She's a good mom.
Super understanding. Doesn't really hold it against me at all. Mistakes happen. I was lucky enough to get out of that.
She's a good, understanding mom.
Yeah.
Love you, Mama Griff.
But you're the GOAT. The GOAT. The GOAT. I love that.
Yeah, dude. By the way, kids in our generation, I feel like our whole brain is just old vines.
Just meme. It's meme rot. It's meme rot. Skibbity.
Just talking in memes. I love it though, because I have so many stored up in the old noggin.
Oh yeah, I like the classic ones. I want to talk about dreams because I've had just like a couple. Nice. Oh, you can burp on here?
No, I'm gonna cut that out.
I just throw up all over your mic. I'm gonna cough right into here. Cut that cough out.
That was so funny that I might keep the burp in.
Ooh.
Oh man.
Ah. Laugh, 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 laugh. Cough, 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 cough. Throw up, throw up, throw up, throw up, throw up, throw up. Die.
Oh, that's awesome.
Another inside joke.
Oh man.
What I fucking came up with that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't had any I really don't dream down there. It's mostly just. Well, I had a dream. I was watching Impractical Jokers the other day, and I had a
Great
dream
show.
where I was in my car and Murr was yelling at me. I don't know why. And I woke up, I was like, why do I hate Murr right now? It's like it made no sense, but I don't get any nightmares down there at all. Mm-hmm. We used to we talked about a whole bunch that one night. You dropped me back off when I was living with my mom at the time, and we hung outside of the car in the freezing temperature talking about dreams for 3 hours. Mm-hmm. That what was it, the apocalypse dream that you had?
Yeah, I've had a lot of apocalypse dreams.
Yeah, you're prepared.
I think subconsciously I just want it to happen.
Yeah, I was about to say, I bet you do hope it's going to happen. Which one though? Out of all the different apocalypses, zombie, nuclear fallout, sickness.
I'm probably more on board with the zombie apocalypse, like how we talked in the first episode. I mean, but then again, there are some parameters that need to be met for me to want that to happen. This type of zombies.
World War Z zombies, obviously. No.
Fuck.
We would die.
Fuck that.
Yeah, we would die. There's no question.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that. Now, Walking Dead zombies are walking the park. Dude.
Sure, yeah.
I would do that.
No, honestly, in that scenario, all you need to do is cover yourself in their guts, right? And then they just walk through the mobs.
Yeah,
why don't they do that the whole time?
Yeah, if they can't smell you, then
why not do? If it worked so well, why not do that the entire time and just?
That's a great question.
It's a loophole. It's a show loophole.
Yep.
And I guess they just don't want to smell it.
Yeah, I have no idea, dude. I mean, it could be that, but yeah, you're right. It would solve everything.
I'm telling you, yeah.
If you can walk amongst the zombies with their guts so you smell like them, then yeah, I would
What are
do
you
that
doing?
all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't even like be grossed out by it and be like, oh, it smells. I mean, dude, first of all, it's the apocalypse. All of you aren't showering.
No.
I could only imagine what an apocalyptic world would smell like, bro. Gross.
Chicago. New York. It would smell like New York. That's what it would smell like.
That's good. That's
Even
good.
cow manure, bro. It's better than, ugh.
Yeah, that's nasty, bro.
I don't know what I'd do in that situation. Just get on the boat, I guess. Just wait.
Yeah.
I mean, where I'm at now, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, though. There's also, like, there's a lot of different apocalypse that people have portrayed on, like, either movies or in books. Like, the biblical apocalypse is,
Yeah.
is crazy.
Supernatural.
Yeah. That and how, I don't know, so like the movie This Is the End.
Love that movie.
Yeah, how they portrayed the apocalypse. That's crazy. You just do. Okay, let's paint the picture, dude. You're in a convenience store. It's a regular Friday night. You're at a party.
We're both high.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We're high, and all of a sudden, blue beams shoot down in the sky and suck people up into heaven, leaving the unworthy down. Like, first of all, it would take a second for me to realize what's going on. Once I realize what's going on, I would feel so bad and shitty knowing that I wasn't chosen. You know what I
Right.
mean? I feel like I'm very open about my religion. That's one thing I definitely am not going to like hide from the pod is, you know, my belief in God and heaven and hell and stuff. So
Jesus, yeah.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. Just in my head, I don't see how they wouldn't exist and those things wouldn't exist.
Well, yeah, and
You know
then
what I mean?
there's proof.
Yeah.
There's proof, and then there's like, oh, no one can prove or disprove God either, and I think that's there for a reason, you know, because He wants our faith,
Yeah, it's all about the
not
faith,
just
you know.
well, why doesn't He just show Himself? It's like that just defeats the whole purpose of faith, and
Faith has nothing to do with seeing,
right,
you know.
and I don't know if you're anything like me. You felt it before. You
Oh,
felt the love, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
There's this one time I was at the end of a night and I was not really in a great headspace, and you know how it is. You get down in the dumps at the end of the night sometime, and I was the last one up the fire, and my roommate goes up with his girlfriend. Everyone's got somebody. Everyone's got plans after that, and I'm just chilling alone. I'm just like, damn, dude. And it just hit. I started kind of tearing up, getting in my head, and then I just felt like arms wrap around me from behind me, and I just felt like all the love in the world. I could have been really fucked up. That could have been the reason, but it just felt more than that, and I was like, thank you. You know, thank you. That's what I just said.
I've had a
So
lot
grateful.
of I've had a lot of experiences like that, which I will tell eventually. We're kind of running out of time, so I know it sucks. But yeah, no, I agree. Anybody who truly believes in God and prays and stuff, I mean, we've all felt the presence of God. Like, it's so hard to explain if you've never felt it. Though.
Yeah.
So it's like,
It's sad if you haven't, I think.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's like a warmth type of feeling. And
It's pure too.
no words can really describe it. You really just have to feel it for yourself. But yeah, but that is our little service for the day.
Praise Jesus.
Yes. Praise Jesus.
Dear baby Jesus. Dude, I love that movie. If you don't chew Big Red, fuck you.
Such a good movie.
That sounds awesome in the mic.
But yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
If you ain't first, you're last.
You're last.
But
Or
yeah,
second.
we are out of time, unfortunately.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know. It just goes by so fast.
Till next year. No, I want to try to come up more this summer, and especially when Haney gets out. I want to try to be up here for that.
Yeah, and then we can pod together.
Dude, that'd be sick.
But yeah, so I think that's about it for today, guys. We appreciate anybody who stopped in to listen today.
Thanks for having me.
yeah, I'm so glad that we got to do this actually, because I know we've been talking about it, and I told Brett before he came up, I was like, you know, if it doesn't happen, it's okay. And Brett's like, it's happening.
I wasn't gonna miss this at all.
And I'm glad you came on. It was a good episode. I think we got some good content.
Lots of life lessons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry.
Right. No, exactly. I mean,
whoops.
We definitely made our jokes, and there's going to be some funny ones. But yeah, this episode was a little more serious. But I like that. I like talking about serious shit.
Me too.
So, but yeah, once again, definitely appreciate everybody who stops in and listens. Like, you guys are amazing. That it's crazy that I have this many people in my life that are willing to listen to me do something like this. And I know that the vast majority of you are people that know me, and I seriously can't thank you enough. Like, it makes me feel so blessed that there's so many people willing to support me in this new journey I'm going on. Linktree is going to be in the description of this video, like always. It's also in the links tab on the YouTube channel. Click that. It'll give you links to literally all of my social pages that I got going. Please follow all of those. Hit the like and subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Leave a comment, like the video, share it with somebody you know. Just get the word out. That would be amazing. Even if you don't watch or don't want to watch every episode, just get that information out. That would be amazing. But yeah. Until next time, guys, stay cool
and stay phony.